Mr. K.T. Ramarao Garu, the Honorable Minister for IT, Industries, Municipal Administration and Urban Development, Government of Telangana. Dr. Rakesh Mishra, Director of CCMB. Mr. Rambabu Burugu, Executive Director and CTO of Pranava Group. Mr. Samir Goel, Vice Chairman CII Telangana and Managing Director of Coromandel International. Dignitaries and associates, officials from the government. Captains of the industry, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. It is
Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I really thank CI Next for inviting me to this phenomenal event and conference and for giving me this opportunity to say a few words on this occasion. And also my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to CI for playing a very vital role in these pandemic situations, as earlier speakers mentioned. Really utilized these particular pandemic situations by leveraging the capability of digital innovations, by organizing interesting seminars and really encouraging the industry and also being a bridge between industry and government and across the industries. So when it comes to today's topic, reimagining and catalyzing growth for a sustainable tomorrow, I think even this is also a very good step by CI for choosing a right topic in the right time. And we can reimagine and catalyze this growth for a sustainable tomorrow only together, that could be individuals, organizations, private and public sectors. So I think as we can see there, United Nations has set various sustainable development goals, 17 SDGs has set, and that can be achieved. They have said that it can be achieved by 2030 with the collaboration across all the regions, locally, regionally, nationally, internationally. So in that context, I believe we can say having a sustainable cities and communities, industry, innovation and infrastructure that can only be implemented and really in real time with the collaboration with all the parties involved. And that can really lead to a prosperity of our society that can make this planet a better place to live in. Well, a lot of goals. I know as we've seen in the earlier slide, there are very huge number of goals have been set by for a sustainable living, and but that cannot be possible so easily. And so for that, I think it sounds very complex, but that can also be possible with a right set of attitude and mindset. So just I wanted to share a small story here with all of you. Maybe you might have already seen this actually. I read a news item on recently last year, incident where a student of 7th or 8th class student called Forest Department's toll-free number at 4 o'clock in the morning complaining that his, next to his house, there is a big tree has been cut down, and he complained about it. And then really delighted to know that the respective forest department really responded, and they investigated and they penalized with 62,000 rupees penalty. So, which was a remarkable thing, which maybe in olden days, maybe we don't imagine that's possible. So that was possible because of the government initiatives. I think I can see one thing is that here the boy's gesture and in my view, the way his thought process might have developed with the way how he has been raised and also the learning from the society. That society has been formed with the various initiatives by the government like Haritaharam, Telangana Ku Haritaharam initiatives, and a lot of advertisements, a lot of billboards and social media, various promotions have been kept him, maybe more awareness about the sustainability purpose, real requirement of the greenery environment across to protect the planet. So I really say in this way, government roles always plays a key role, but even people involvement and participation plays really to keep it successful in the long term. And that's a classic example to say, together we can reimagine and catalyze growth for a sustainable tomorrow. And just on this note, just I would like to give a small example from my friend's personal life, actually. So, when I was in UK, my neighbor friends actually he had two trees in backyard. So, though he is the owner of the house and he has the trees, but he cannot cut those trees. There's a ash and oak tree, and because when he bought a house, he got a documentation for his house. Along with that, he got a special documentation from the government saying about those two trees he cannot touch. Even though they disturb whatever it is, doesn't matter. Only the council has to cut it down. So such a really remarkable, like it's a tree protection order or tree preservation order. So it's really making the government policies, but only that will be successful only with the people involvement and understanding and respecting the intent of the particular initiatives. So that's why I'm trying to refer earlier example with the boy who has really done. And also, just on this note, I would like to mention this particular sustainability for tomorrow can be possible with the innovation, with various types of industries, as is the right platform with a combination of all types of industries are present here, the owners and industry leaders and experts present here. Where construction industry, as we see, this is as we are from construction industry, just I would like to touch base about a single word, because this particular industry really facilitates, as you have seen 17 goals, you need to equality and justification and education across availability opportunities. So construction industry gives an opportunity to all types of all types of skill set people that could be a skilled, semi-skilled, unskilled. It is a very special industry which can really influence the economical and financial growth of a particular country or a nation. And like this, every industry has its own importance to build the sustainable world for tomorrow. So I think also on this note, I would like to emphasize, also I'm really impressed with the one initiative by Government of Telangana on, like actually for constructing a Bangaru Telangana to build, to make a reality, Bangaru Telangana, like have taken as part of, they have really defined a framework, clear framework, how these SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, can be achieved via institution called Murray Chenna Reddy HRD Institute, where it really have set up the various parameters, the framework, clear goals, and that goals are set and target has been defined for the various industries, and there is a clear-cut, target-oriented, and the definition has been set. That's really, I think, which is aligning with the United Nations, but to the state level and also to the local and regional industry level. If at all that message really crosses, everyone can really make, if not all 17 goals, probably a couple of goals we can achieve that. So just on this occasion, just I would like to move on to, if at all in the similar lines, just moving on, right in this neighborhood where we are meeting today, we have Pranava Group. As we are constructing a sizable venture called One Hyderabad, and that is, I'm sure it's going to become a one iconic building in Hyderabad, because we are coming up with some kind of innovative and interesting, a way of elevations, etc. And because as we see, as part of apartments, as part of the progressive development, we had to really go to the apartment culture. But however, we cannot stop, it needs to go hand in hand. So as part of this evolution, we have taken and we have really rethought about it to build and contribute for this particular context and come up with a vertical gardens and green building concept. And we also certified IGBC Platinum pre-certified. So on this moment, what I'm trying to convey is that though we have the reality is very challenging, but still with right set of attitude or something, incentives, things we can really make it happen. And I'm really happy to say also bring another context. Actually, Mr. KTR Garu has emphasized in one of the CREDI Expo in a couple of years ago, saying Hyderabad, like actually construction industry and real estate people maybe have to improve on the elevations of the building. So in that context, my brother, Mr. Ravi Kumar Burugu, who is the founder and chairman of Pranava Group, has really taken very seriously and come up with some kind of one of the special elevations which can really bring some newness to the Central Hyderabad. We would like to we have taken a refresh the profile of the Central Hyderabad because as it really has a relevance because as we are getting new assembly and secretariat, many things are coming, but it is the right time for really refreshing the profile of the Central Hyderabad wherein all kinds of amenities can be available. So at this stage, maybe I would like to really say once again, as a collaboration between all parties, individuals, and government and the industries, everyone together, industry experts, I think we can build a sustainable world for tomorrow. Thanks for giving this opportunity once again. Thank you.
There are some wrong areas for the state. You know, when it comes to the state's sectoral performance, and where we have done well in the last 7 years and also prior to that. I think life sciences, of course, continues to remain one of the most important sectors. Healthcare, information technology. Now, of late, aerospace, defense, logistics, textiles, food processing. These sectors, of course, continue to remain the mainstay. One of the sectors that I'm very pleased about, in fact, when Mr. Rambabu was speaking, I was saying to myself, they don't get as much credit as they should. The sector that really to be appreciated for their performance in the last 6-7 years particularly, and also several decades also, in the last couple of decades if you ask me. They are the second largest employer in the country today. After agriculture, the maximum number of people are employed by the construction industry. But unfortunately, they don't get their credit as they're not really a focus industry as far as governments are concerned. But I must appreciate the way Hyderabad's construction industry, real estate industry has evolved over the last several years, and today they are able to compete with the rest of the country. Today they are able to, in fact, not just me, but institutions like JLL, CBRE, Cushman, all these property managers, they keep pointing out that Hyderabad's industry, construction industry, has been faring better than any other construction industry anywhere else in the country compared to any other metro city in India. So my compliments to the entire construction and real estate and developer fraternity as well.